I was in love. That's what it was when I met you. In love. And no one could ever talk about you. But it sucks. So many lies and alibis. I love. Ooh, yeah. Crazy feelings, yeah. Stay in love with you, baby, yeah. Shit! Oh, make me stay. So in love, I just didn't see the wrong you did in love. But now that I know, I can admit it was love. Made me a fool, a silly fool, yeah, in love. Oh, crazy, yeah. Ooh, in love. Oh, in love. Crazy feeling. Ooh, hey. What you say, y'all? It was always in my face all the time, yeah. Even with 20/20 vision. Oh, in my face. 20/20 vision. See you live. Crazy. Make me stay, babe. Stay in love. Stay in love. Make me stay in love. Stay in love with you. With you, baby, oh, make me stay. That's my shit.
am announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution.
I expect we're going to have an arraignment at some point later today.
Diddy's downfall gets a long-awaited yet still shocking development. The disgraced media mogul hit with sex trafficking and racketeering charges, laid out in a now unsealed indictment after his arrest in New York City on Monday.
We brought him to New York about 2 weeks ago because we knew this day was going to come.
Diddy's attorney tending to a media frenzy Tuesday morning. Prosecutors painting a decades-long criminal empire run by Diddy and others in what's been dubbed the Combs Enterprise.
Our position is that pretrial detention is warranted under the law and based on the facts of this case.
Just some of the allegations against Diddy: sexual and physical abuse, threatening victims to protect his reputation, and involuntary drug use. Investigators claim these often surrounded, quote, freak-offs, elaborate sexual performances designed by Diddy.
As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial sex workers, some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines.
That's the rapper just 2 days ago spotted with family out to eat in New York. An eyewitness telling ET, Diddy seemed in pretty great spirits. Everything seemed normal.
This office is determined to investigate and prosecute anyone who engages in sex trafficking, no matter how powerful or wealthy or famous you may be. No one should doubt our commitment on that.
Remember Cassie, who was seen being kicked and dragged by Diddy in this hotel surveillance video, is the woman who started it all, suing last November. Then came the FBI raids in March. The 38-year-old mom of 2 was spotted in Manhattan less than an hour after her ex was denied bail for a second time.
Men don't always get what they want, and watch out, that girl might get you.
Meanwhile, Diddy woke up this morning inside the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. The federal jail has been called, quote, hell on earth.
Some of the shocking things that you see are the manufacturing of weapons, assaults, inmates hid cell phones within their rectal cavity. Jails and prisons are very different from free society.
We spoke with Cameron Lindsay, the former warden of Diddy's jail. The facility accommodates around 1,200 detainees and once housed R. Kelly and Jeffrey Epstein's accused co-conspirator, Ghislaine Maxwell.
A year ago, Sean Combs stood in Times Square and was handed a key to New York City. Today, he's been indicted and will face justice in the Southern District of New York.
I would expect that he would not be in the general population. His incredibly high celebrity status makes him a very, very attractive target for assault. He would be locked in that cell 23 hours a day, 3 showers a week. My advice would be keep quiet, keep to yourself. It has to be more of a culture shock.
A rep for the Federal Bureau of Prisons tells ET that earlier this year, they appointed an urgent action team to address issues. It's their mission to operate safe, secure, and humane facilities.
Is that really where I had that? What is this? Really? That's where I had that? I didn't mean to put that there. Talk about this. I'm recording. I hope you're not naked. I hope you don't have anything that you're not supposed to have on. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So, anyway, guys, let's get started. Right? Right, G? Let's make sure that this is on the correct mic. Because, bitch, it'll be fucking up. All right. Yeah, we're on the correct mic. Hello, everybody. I'm Rico Bellucci. I'm here with another episode of Rico Live. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. That's salt on my nose. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell. Make sure, I'm trying to make sure I clean my nose. Anyway, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell. Follow us at the Urban Band, THEE on Facebook. And Everywhere else, just the Urban Binge. Please follow us, guys. Thank you so much. We greatly appreciate it. So again, I just come on here and I just give my opinion, talk, because I be feeling some type of way. And so this is how this all started. Me being so passionate about Real Housewives of Atlanta, loving hip hop, different reality shows. And so Jay was like, you know what, you should get on YouTube. I've never tried YouTube. I've never. I was already on YouTube posting like my life and stuff, but it was just like play stuff. You can go down my YouTube channel on Rebel TV and see it. Yeah, check out our other channel, our vlog channel, Rebel TV. But Jay was like, you should do it. So I created this channel and started doing reviews. Well, not this channel, but I started posting them over there, and now I post them over here. So make sure you guys subscribe there and here, there and here. That's the vlog. This is the blog. Subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody that watched. You know what? One thing about it, I post this on Facebook, and people, you know, people are not used to your growth. So when you grow and you're not how you used to be, or you have different ways, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of my people know that I'm not talkative in crowds. When there's a lot of people, I'm not really the talkative one, and shit like that. So I think that people that have been knowing me for a long time, when they see me on here talking and being so outspoken, which I am outspoken, but I'm more outspoken when it's time to go there. Like when I'm fed up, when it's time to go there, or when I really can't hold it in anymore, which is often. But I mean, not often, but more usual than not. So that's what a lot of people know me as. This, like, I'll go there. Like, Justin will go there. But it's probably unusual to see me on here talking, discussing behind a mic and shit like that. Also, people be hating. When they're not where you are, or they feel like you're doing better than them or something, they will hate. So I do feel like, you know, people be hating. Now, I do appreciate the people that are watching. I see people are watching the videos through and through, some people, and some are not, but that's fine. I want to say I thank you to the people that are watching the videos through and through. Really appreciate that. Because I'm not going to stop doing this. I don't give a fuck if I get 0 motherfucking views, bitch. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to continue to do this because this is what I want to do, period. I don't want to be cussing too much either. Yes, I have this. They have a feature on StreamYard where it clears up the blemishes. And so I turn that feature on. But yes, I do definitely have, my face is clean, bitch, but I do have some blemishes that this thing is clearing up for me. And I appreciate you, StreamYard, for that. I really appreciate you for that. Anyway, yeah, so we came here for Diddy. I'm really unorganized. Don't know, you know, how, in what order we're going to go in. But anyway, we already know that, okay, we know that Diddy was charged. All right. We know that Diddy was charged.
Please, God told me to ask y'all for help. I need your help. I need your help. I can't do it alone. I'm overwhelmed. I'm going crazy. And God, I beg you. So I'm fighting this fight, and to other people, it's an impossible dream. It's not impossible. It's going to happen.
I'm talking about the Puffy situation. First, I'd like to pray for his family.
This is what Suge Knight said. He has a podcast called Collect Call Podcast. So on the Collect Call Podcast, he comes on and he talks, and someone is there, of course. Like, it sounds like 2 other guys when you listen to it. It sounds like you can hear 2 other guys in the background, but he's on a cell phone and basically hosting this show through a phone. And I heard a little bit of it, but this is where this is from. This is from his podcast, Collect Call with Suge Knight is the name of the podcast, which I think whoever came up with this came up with a great idea. Honestly, this is why people want Wendy to do it. Like, podcasts are popular, but they're not popular in the sense of people go listen. A lot of mostly high class white people. So if you have an audience, more urban, a more loving hip hop-ish type of audience. Unfortunately, podcasts, people, in that audience don't listen to podcasts. They don't really listen to podcasts. Now it's growing, but it's kind of like it's stuck. So black people who create these podcasts and talk about black situations and black things typically don't get listened to unless they have they're high profile artists or high profile entertainer, and they're getting bukus of promotion for this shit, honestly. But anyway, this is Suge Knight. I think this is a great idea. Collect Call with Suge Knight. It's a really great idea. Someone created this podcast for Suge Knight. This is what he had to say to Diddy. This is after finding out that Diddy was under investigation. So this is sometime this year, I'm assuming. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is sometime this year. If not, it's the end of last year after Cassie came out in November, when she filed her lawsuit in November 2023. This is what he had to say.
When it comes to kids, or pray for us. Everybody been talking about the Puffy situation. First, I'd like to pray for his family, his daughters and his sons, his kids, basically. That's never a good sign for nobody to cheer about when it comes to kids.
If he copyright this shit,
being handcuffed,
I'm gonna release it.
It's a bad day for hip hop, for the culture.
I don't want no smoke
Black
with
people.
I don't want no smoke with Suge.
When one look bad, we all look bad. Because that's definitely not nothing to cheer about. But I tell you what, Puffy. Your life is in danger.
Your life is in danger.
Because you know the secrets. Who's involved in that little secret room you guys participating in.
Secret room you guys were participating in. Oh.
So, they're going to get you if they can. It's a little crazy how Puffy get booted out the alcohol business.
Damn.
And
what was the little room?
Steps in.
Puffy gets booted out of the alcohol business, and Jimmy Iovine comes in. So somebody in here giving Suge all the tea about what's going on in the industry, keeping him up to date. He making sure he keeping up to date. But what if the little room is like the Illuminati or some shit? He's like, remember that little room we went in? Yeah, you know what happened. So they gonna get you however they can. Or they gonna get you when they get you or whatever. It sounds like we all sacrifice some shit, and the sacrifice is up. It's time to give it up. Here we go. We fucked in the game. That's what it's giving me. I know I'm Aquarius. I be thinking too deep into shit, but bitch, that's really what it's giving me. It's giving me that he trying to say, we sacrificed some blood, and you know what time it is. Shit, because I ain't heard Diddy. Last person died that was close to Diddy was Kim Porter. Before that, Andre Harrell. Before that, shit, I don't know who. Biggie. Them the only three people I can think of. And I don't know if those were such big sacrifices that it carried his career on. Because I promise, I feel like they have to do another sacrifice for their fame to boost. If you want a boosted fame, you got to do another sacrifice. You got to lay blood on top of more blood. Give us more. And I don't know where listen, I don't know where the fuck they at, how you get in, or none of that. But if somebody could do a true documentary, not a speculative documentary where they are speculating or assuming, but if somebody actually had knowledge, proof, all of that, probably not. That shit probably get trashed, burned in the fire. Anyway, finish this, Suge.
With Andre and Snoopy promoting it. It's never a good look when it comes to culture of hip hop and for our community, our people.
I wouldn't want smoke with him.
I turn myself in.
No, you ain't turn yourself in.
Music. That's That's most of the time.
Sometimes you gotta face the music. First of all, if he didn't turn himself in, stop it. You was on camera rolling that man over in that car. You ain't had no choice.
Face the music. That's most of the time. Perfect. I'm gonna give you some real advice. 2 quick things.
2 quick things.
You gotta make a decision.
Gotta make a decision.
When you go to prison, either you're gonna be standing up pissing, or squatting, sitting down pissing.
Or you gonna squat and sit down
advise you to
pissing.
try to take the first one. Cause you know if you squatting and pissing on the seat, you know what that means.
Bitch. Use a
Oh
bitch.
yeah, by the way.
That what that mean. You squat and take a piss, use a bitch.
Do your time going by Brother
Love. Do
Brother
not
Love
do
is
your
not a
time.
good code name for prison.
Do not do your time going by Brother Love.
Going by. Oh yeah, by the way. Do not do your time going by Brother Love. Brother Love is not a good code name for prison. I'm out. Squatting, sitting down, pissing. I advise you to try to take the first one. Because you know if you squatting and pissing on the seat, you know what that means. Oh yeah, by the way. Do not do your time going by Brother Love. Brother Love is not a good code name for prison. I'm out.
Damn, this thing is a true gangster fool. If he wasn't in prison, he might be dead. Seriously. If he wasn't in prison, Suge might be dead.
Please, God told me to ask y'all for help. I need your help. I can't do it alone. I'm overwhelmed. I'm going crazy. And God, I beg you. I'm fighting this fight, and to other people, it's an impossible dream. It's not impossible. It's going to happen.
Well, it's gonna happen. That's crazy. All them damn baby bottles. All them bottles. That music might be too loud. Let me see. Yeah, let's turn it down. Anyway, let's move on to something else. So I have to add in the clips because I never added in everything that I want to discuss. Let's start with yesterday though, because yesterday shit was going in. Okay, let's see what this is. Okay, so really I came here to read what was on the docket, but I'm gonna get to what was on the docket. I mean, what's all his lawsuits in a minute. I went through some of Diddy lawsuits. I went through some of a lot of Diddy lawsuits, honestly I did, and I was just like, wow. So yeah, we're gonna go through the indictment, not all of it, okay, because really I don't have time for this shit. I really don't. But this is the indictment. It's page 1, page 2, page 3 of his indictment. It's only 14 pages, okay? So it's 14 pages of his indictment. And this is page 1. So I'll let you guys read page 1 while I look for this these fucking little things that I need to add in here. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we already know that his second bail was denied. We already know that. And his second one was denied. All right, so that's not new news. And I have why and what the people said anyway, but I wanted to show y'all Kevin Liles. This man, I think, is like the part owner of Warner Music. Exactly. It says that music exec Kevin Liles has announced he's pending departure from Warner Music owned label 300 Entertainment. In a memo dedicated to his staff, 56-year-old revealed that he would step down as CEO and chairman of the music label he founded at the end of the month. He found it at the end. Oh, okay, at the end of the month. I was about to say he just found this shit. Okay, anyway, but people are saying that it's given because he was a huge him and Diddy. Like right now, as I sit here, just go Google Kevin Liles. Y'all see his name here and Diddy. Kevin Liles and Diddy. Just go Google that. Go Google that while you listen to the show, while you watch the show. Just Google Kevin Liles and Diddy. Google that, okay? And you guys will see how close Kevin Liles and Diddy was. Kevin Liles was a big part of Making the Band. If you guys don't remember his face, go back and watch Making the Band. He was on several episodes of Making the Band, I Want to Work for Diddy, and just on several occasions. I mean, plenty. You would think that he worked as in Diddy's camp, which he probably did. I don't know. But they were all like, they've been together so much, like a lot. He's also great friends with Russell Simmons. And Jay was saying, who's sitting behind me, Jay was saying, you know what? He might try to pull a Russell Simmons. You know, Russell is over in India. You know, he had the rush card situation and shit, if I'm not mistaken, allegedly. And he, you know, ran off to India where they cannot ship him back to America. And that's where he's been, and he won't come back. For the rush card situation. When you're done Googling Kevin Liles and Diddy, Google or ChatGPT, ask ChatGPT, did Russell Simmons relocate to India because he was running from charges in the U.S. or something of that sort? Type that in, search that, and you guys will see the proof of that. Anyway, it's given that Kevin Liles may have something coming down the pipes, or he's just trying to clean up his shit real quick before they head his way, because I guarantee you, know some shit. Whether he participated in it or not, he damn sure, Kevin Liles damn sure knows some shit. If anybody know pop culture and follow this shit and know this shit, like you Entertainment Tonight, Inside Edition, Access Hollywood or some shit, Entertainment Network, like, then you know what I mean when I say Kevin Liles and Diddy were close. So I wouldn't put it past Kevin Liles if he knew something, and 50 either. But I think 50 been trying to warn us for a long time. Anyway, so Kevin Liles steps down. I'm not going to read all this bullshit because I really don't give a fuck. The point is he stepped down, and it might be for some sneaky shit. He might have gave a good reason, but hey, we speculate and we believe that it's probably on some bullshit. Anyway, so the feds are saying that Diddy called Kalina Harper, which is, I think she was in a group with Don. I didn't know Kalina was in a group with Don, first of all. Oh, Dirty Money. Oh, Dirty Money was the group. Oh, I thought Dirty Money was the label. I thought that was the label. Okay, so Dirty Money was Don and Kalina, but Don was also in Danity Kane. Okay. which is I just came up in it a little bit self-centered. That's what that is. Got that eye killer queen that okay. Hello. All right. But it says that he called Kalina 54 times trying to talk to her, or 58 times. It says, another article said 54. Jasmine Brand has 58. I don't know which one it is, 54, 58. Either way it goes, 60 damn times, 50 damn times, 40 damn times, 30 times. It's too fucking much in one day. especially if I ain't picked up the goddamn phone. That don't mean blow my shit up. And Jay know damn well I don't play that shit. Don't blow my damn phone up if I ain't picked up the first time. Don't even call the fuck back, okay? Leave a message. I don't leave messages either. I have a hard time, but we have to start leaving messages, people, because people don't want to pick up the damn phone. Then when you don't leave a message, now I'm sitting up here like, damn, I wonder who the fuck that was. Could have been a business deal, could have been this, could have been that. And Jay be like, yeah, I should answer. Stop being so fucking paranoid. They got AI people trying to pick up on your voice and shit, use your voice for other situations and all that shit. I ain't got time. So anyway, Kalina said, you know, she came out right after speaking to Diddy. So the prosecutors are saying that right after she spoke to Diddy, she put out a statement pushing back on Don's lawsuit, saying whatever she experienced was her experience. It was not my experience. So don't group me in with that shit. Basically, don't group me in with that shit. But everything else, yeah, she did say that her experience was not her experience. Blah, 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 blah. But let's not forget, I'm going to play later on in the show. You'll see Don clearly said nothing. She never seen anything or anything. Now, granted, she might have been under distress. Like, you know what? This man might kill me. Let me just stick to this. And it might be the norm for her to say, you know, I never seen anything. And not only that, when you're loyal to somebody, so loyal to somebody, you honestly will, and they have mental control over you, you honestly will turn a blind eye to stupid shit. And it won't hit you, honestly, until you have detached from this person. So she was under mind control. Say Don was under mind control and mentally being abused. And in that moment, when she see Cassie gets hit, she continues eating her popcorn, moving on in the house, doing whatever. All right, brother, I'll see you later. Give you a hug. And it might speak to her a little bit, but it fades away because this is what Cassie chooses. Don probably thinks I've been hit before. And she just, what's the word? She rationalizes in her head how it can be washed over right now. So I don't know. I think that maybe Kalina did witness some things. I think later it's gonna come out that she felt like she would be hurt if she didn't say, you know, X, Y, and Z, whatever. But honestly, these people are probably under really deep control. Honestly, these people are probably under really deep control. Speaking of being under deep control, let me see if I can find this, because she actually, speaking of all these ladies being under deep mental control and shit, Cassie was out. So we're going to read Cassie's lawsuit, initial complaint. We're going to read Dodd Richards' initial complaint. We're going to read Rodney Jones' initial complaint. We're going to read the indictment, initial complaint. We're going to read some other lawsuits that actually just I ran into that I was just like, whoa. Christian Combs' lawsuit. I'll read the complaint for that. I will not go through it all, but I'll probably play some music and allow you guys to read it yourself. Maybe. I don't know. If you're blind and you're watching, I really apologize. If you're blind and you're watching, maybe you could take a picture of it or something and have ChatGPT or something or Google or something read it back to you. I don't know. I really don't want to read all of that, but I would like you guys to read it, scan through it, screenshot it, and read it in your own time. I'm going to just roll through them. I'm not going to stay on them for long. I want to talk about Stevie J being gay in one of the lawsuits, like some extreme gay stuff Stevie J was doing, and other things. But anyway, Cassie was seen out and about in New York City, and it feels like after Diddy's arrest, maybe this is a statement she's trying to make, like, you know, prove more that she was under distress. You know, like, now I can come out in New York City, my city, and be free. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not. Maybe she was actually under distress, under duress. What's the word? Duress. And didn't want to show her face and felt like she would be killed. I still don't think this is a good idea, though. I don't think it's a good idea that Cassie is roaming around New York City like she is not a witness in a very serious case where the man, the defendant, still lives in New York City, and could do anything to her at any point in time, or have somebody do something to her. I feel like. Here's Cassie.
Hey Cassie,
she's
how
out
are you?
and
How do you feel about all the allegations with Diddy
City.
going on right now?
Looks like she tripped.
Do you feel justice is being...
Looked like she might have
Hey Cassie,
tripped.
how are you?
Oh,
How do
no,
you feel
she
about all the
jumped out.
allegations with Diddy going on right now?
Do
you feel justice is being served right now?
Sure, her music is blowing up more.
Have a good night.
She didn't say anything.
Hey Cassie, how are you? How do you feel about all the allegations with Diddy going on right now? Do you feel justice is being served right now? Have a good night. Good to see you, Cassie.
Yeah. So Cassie is out and about in the city. Let me add a new folder real quick. Yeah, I have to add a new folder because I have like entirely too much shit out here. Anyway, while I do that, I'll show y'all the first page. So here's the first page. Screenshot it if you want to. And then here's the second page. Just replay this video when you get a chance and pause it. This is page 2 of the indictment. This is for anybody that can't look it up, that don't know how to look it up. This is page 2 of the indictment. Page 2. So there's 14 pages. I'll leave this here while I transfer something over to this folder. Yeah, that is page 2. I don't know why my song left from over here. What's wrong? You okay? Oh, really? Oh, it's like that. Okay. Jay had surgery, y'all. I told y'all that already. Can I tell them again? Yes, Jay had surgery. So, Jay got a second BBL, which she did not need, and some Dolly Parton titties. They're not quite Dolly Parton titties. I wish, but we'll get there probably when Jay like 60, she'll probably like, I want some Dolly Parton titties. She might. Jay, what if you look like Mariah Carey at 60? Like, face beat for the gods. Okay. Let's go to page, let's go to slide 3. This is page 3. This is page 3 of the indictment. This is page 3 of the indictment. Page 3 of the indictment. It's page 3. Let me see. Yeah. In between that, y'all might be mad because in between that, I'm gonna play some of these clips that I got. You're on my. I took a. So. Okay. Let's talk about some things before we move to slide 4. Okay. We're going to talk about a few things. Let's delete this overlay. So yeah, it says Combs' violence was not limited to these women. It extended to his employees, witnesses to his abuse, and others. The defendant used the Combs business, including certain employees, to carry out, facilitate, and cover up his abuse and commercial sex. Those employees, including security staff, household staff, personal assistants, and high-ranking supervisors and other close associates, acted as Combs' intermediaries, and their conduct was facilitated and assisted by Combs' control of the Combs business. The Combs enterprise, from at least in or about 2008 through on or about the date of the filing of this indictment, Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka P. Diddy, aka Diddy, aka PD, aka Love, the defendant, and others known and unknown were members and associates of a criminal organization. The Combs Enterprise, or the Enterprise. Members and associates of the Combs Enterprise engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other activities, sex trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for purpose of prostitution, coercion, and enticement to engage in prostitution, narcotic offenses, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. If you don't know what any of these words mean, narcotic offenses, download the app ChatGPT, but get the one that says OpenAI. ChatGPT by OpenAI. Ask ChatGPT or ask Google what these words mean. Turn on your AI search on Google. Ask them what these words mean if you don't know. The Combs Enterprise, including its leadership, its members, blah, 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 blah. You guys can read all this yourself. I wanted to talk about something else. Quincy, let's talk about this real quick. Quincy, on what the status of his relationship is with his father. So Quincy's father, if you don't know, which you probably already know, Quincy's biological father is not Diddy. His biological father is the R&B singer, 90s R&B singer, I'll Be Sure, which is this guy standing head to head with him right here. I'll Be Sure is his father, blood father.
Letter. Did you guys ever
Kim Porter is his mother, of course, if you don't know, which is Diddy's ex and baby mom, who is now deceased. Kim Porter is Quincy's mom, and Kim Porter was fucking I'll Be Sure before she was fucking Diddy, and these two had a kid together before she got with Diddy and had the twins. So here is what he said to Angela Yee in regards to his relationship with his father, which is a question often asked to him. If you guys go Google search yourself, this is a question often asked to him. How is his relationship with his biological father? How does he consider, anything along those lines in regards to how his relationship is so close? Over the years, he has more pictures with Diddy than he does with I'll Be Sure. What was the issues? Why were they so strained from one another? Things of that nature. He's always been asked. So I don't quite remember. You guys will have to ask ChatGPT or ask Google what the issue was with him and his father, if he ever spoke about it. But Quincy kind of hinted that him and his father had an issue, and that now their issue is cleared up. I didn't like how he was saying that they're like brothers. I don't know what he means by they're like brothers, as if to say Diddy is more like a father, Al B. Sure is more like my brother. I didn't really like that because it feels like Al B. Sure is constantly competing or fighting to gain the attention of Quincy. I don't know what the hell Al B. Sure did that Quincy is still holding on to, but it seems like Quincy is hurt by something. I don't know if he did Kim Porter a certain way or what it was, but he's way closer to Diddy than he is Al B. Sure. And I wouldn't be surprised if Al B. Sure comes out with the loss. Oh, you scared the hell out of me. I thought you were behind me. I wouldn't be surprised if Al B. Sure comes out with a lawsuit like Diddy held me over a balcony like Suge Knight did Vanilla Ice. Diddy held me over a balcony trying to kill me, forcing me to stay out of my son's life. So, yeah, here's what he said about him and his father's relationship. Again, he called him his brother in a careless way. Like, yeah, like we just be fucking around. We ain't going steady. That type of, like, that's the vibe it gave. You know, listen to this.
Wrote that open letter. Did you guys ever like?
Please don't claim this, Angela Yee. Please, and bring me on the show so I could talk. Give me a couple drinks. I'll be loose.
Like, you know, link up, come to any type of.
Yeah, we cool now.
Okay.
I just talked to him a couple days ago. He was congratulating me on the album.
That's good.
But this isn't like a. I think we got just a cool relationship, right? Mm-hmm. It's not he tends to like try and do like the dad thing a lot, but it's like that's not really where we're at in life. Like we homies more than anything. We're like, let's go do something. You know what I mean?
Homies.
And I feel like that's kind of where we're getting at now. Is actually knowing
him and
that
his daddy homies.
We two grown men.
We two grown.
Let's go do something. You know what I mean? Homies more than
we
life.
Homies.
Like we homies more than anything. We're like, let's go do something. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's kind of where we're getting at now, is actually knowing that we two grown men. You know what I mean? We can talk about anything and everything. It's not about anything else.
Oh, thank you for telling me. I don't understand that we homie shit. We homies. Fuck you mean we homies? I know Al B. Sure probably just be scratching his head like, son, I love you. I'm trying here. Whatever fuck I did, I'm sorry. I can't imagine what he did so bad. But I think that what it is too is it's hard to compete with Diddy. It's hard to compete with a stepdaddy who got more than a daddy, especially when the daddy missed out on so much of the life. This is the typical story. This is how it goes, you know? Anyway, Al B. Sure was recently sick. He got well. By the grace of God, it was a miracle. This man was thin, damn near dead. He was, like, really. And now he looks great. Like, he looks back normal. It was like he was a dead flower, and he was just, water was poured on him, and they rejuvenated him. Don't know what happened, how it happened, but the man, honestly, he looks good. But Quincy looked better. Anyway, let me move this to here. Don't know what we're going to talk about next. Trick Daddy. Let's talk about Trick Daddy, stupid ass. Trick Daddy said next person asked him if he been to the freak off parties getting slapped. Also, perplexed by the amount of bottles of baby oil confiscated, he said they don't like my kind at them parties. All right, they don't like my kind at them parties. So, I should have already had the video in the queue. Let's see. Huh? You call my name?
Going on. The next person asks me if I've been to one of them parties, I'm gonna slap the shit out you. They don't like my kind at them parties. There's a few other real niggas in hip hop that I don't believe ever been invited to one of them parties.
Thank you.
I'm live right now. I don't want to hear that shit. Let me explain something to y'all. This is not the time to go off killing yourself, taking no medicine, drinking no bleach, eating no motherfucking poisonous candy and all that, blowing your motherfucking brains out. You know what you did? Go ahead and face the consequences. For those of y'all that are grown adults, we don't care who you laid down and had sex with. It's gonna get exposed right now. It's a good time to come out the closet. You know what I'm saying? But what confuses me is,
oh shit,
1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. They charged him with the Rico. Could have been worse. Could have been the Freako Act. Damn. And may I be the first to say this has nothing to do with hip hop. This got something to do with them freaky ass niggas. Can't charge the whole hip hop community with this one. Everybody take your charge.
Everybody take your what? Anyway, yeah, Trick Daddy a fool. That it is hard to say that some of what he's being accused of is not associated with hip hop culture. So it's hard to say that when so many, not so many, but a couple have been charged with this, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely R. Kelly and Diddy. R. Kelly, I want you guys to compare this shit. Go look up how many years Diddy is facing. He's facing like, this man is facing like, he's facing like the same thing R. Kelly is, but the thing is, R. Kelly, they combined his sentences. So he's serving 2 sentences combined instead of separately, consecutively. They're running, what's the word, concurrently? Or am I saying that the opposite way? Either way it go, R. Kelly will be sitting in there for 31 years. Now, of course, he can probably sign up for parole and go before the parole board, and they could possibly let him out and feel like he did so well that he's able to get out, blah, blah, blah. But I doubt it, that they'll let him out. R. Kelly might be in there for the rest of his life. Diddy, same way. Diddy may be in there for the rest of his life. I honestly can't see it happening, but it could. Just like Bill Cosby. I didn't believe the shit with Bill Cosby. I was just shocked that Bill Cosby, they would even do something like that from shit that was 60, 70, in the 60s and 70s, 80s. I was just like, are you kidding me? Anyway, Bill ended up getting out. I don't know. I feel like something's going to happen with this case that's going to shock us. Either more people will be brought in and Diddy will be let off and they'll be charged worse, or Diddy's charges will lessen or something. I feel like something will happen. But anyway, let me find this video real quickly. It says, y'all agree DJ Envy says Diddy should be allowed to be released on bail. Harvey Weinstein got one. O.J. Simpson got one. Bill Cosby, Diddy should be able to get a bail.
Attorney is saying he's going to fight the good fight. We're not giving up, but I don't see this going well for Diddy whatsoever.
Yeah, me neither. I just really can't wrap my mind around someone having so much to lose and moving the way he was moving. It just makes me think that man doesn't have not one single solitary friend around him, because if you worth $1 billion, you got kids, you got all these employees, all you need is one person that cares about you. All it takes is one person to say, hell no, get these guns away from him. No, you're not getting no prostitutes. You're getting a girlfriend. Actually, you need a wife. But somebody should have been there to tell Sean Combs to grow up, or maybe he didn't listen because he's too far gone off drugs, alcohol, and booty.
Well,
all types of booty.
Too far gone, going to sit down now.
Booty.
Variety of booty, yeah. But
women
like you
booty,
said,
men booty.
And it has nothing to do with
other booty. In the indictment, it says women and others. 72 gender identities. Did he seem like he wanted to try every flavor?
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Did that come from a source too?
No, that was
you said they got it from the document. Look at you reading documents. Look at you with sources. I like the energy up here this morning.
Yeah, but I would say this. It has nothing to do with the money. It's just, you just don't have a friend.
What about
the booty? Why are you stuck on his booty?
Because this man seems like an addict, a sex addict, a drug addict, a power addict.
Seems like it, yes.
And being in that cell is going to be the first time and probably forever that he's forced to sit still and get sober. And reality is going to hit him hard.
I hope you guys don't
Whatever
claim
he's been
this.
running from, he cannot run no more.
Okay, so yeah. That's what Charlamagne had to say. Hopefully this shit don't get claimed. If it gets claimed, then hopefully they release it. I'll just have to chop the shit out. Anyway, yeah. Charlamagne. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know if I agree. Because I understand if you guys see exactly why they don't feel he should be let out. I think they had a great argument. The DA, the district attorney, United States District Attorney, had a great argument on why they felt he should not be let out on bail. Okay? If you guys want to see, let's fucking go to their reason for why. Letter in response as to why they feel like Diddy should not be let out on bail. Let's see. Let's go to, oh no, we don't want a video file. We want a slide. We want a slide. You just took a picture? He just made my lights go out. Damn.
This is the third fucking time. Get out.
He gotta just,
Get out,
he gotta
Jody.
sit somewhere
You gotta get
else. Lord, Jody.
Sorry, you gotta get out.
His ass always doing some shit. Lord Jesus Christ. So, Georgie! That's how funky he used to be. Let's see the reason why they felt like he should not be released. So this is the United States Attorney, Southern District of New York. Now, this is not the indictment. Remember, we stopped at page 3 on the indictment. We never went to page 4. So don't worry. We'll go back to the indictment so we can go through 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. But right now, let's look at, because Charlamagne, DJ Envy thinks that he should have a bail. Okay. Let's look at the reason why they think he should not have a bail. The United States versus Sean Combs, and of course they list all of his names so that they can make no mistake on who the fuck they are speaking to. They don't want it to be mistaken at all who the fuck they talking to, right? So they list every name every time they speak of his name, every time they say his name in these documents. Okay, so I'm not gonna read his fucking name over and over and over. But it says, Dear Judge Carter, the government respectfully submits this letter in advance of the bail appeal by defendant Sean Combs, a.k.a. Puff Daddy, whatever, for the reasons set forth below, blah, blah, blah. The defendant presents a danger to victims and others, both through physical violence and through obstructive conduct, and a risk of flight. He must be detained, they said. This is, they said the government respectfully submits this letter in advance of the bail appeal by the defendant. So this is after he was denied the first time. The DA's office wrote in a letter to the judge before the appeal went in. The appeal for the bail went in. And this is what they're saying. They're saying we're submitting this letter in advance of the bail appeal by the defendant, Sean Combs. So they was trying to get ahead of it. He already walked outside the court and said, we're going to be appealing. Of course, the DA got the news on in her office, and all of them do. They're shaking hands like, yeah, we did a good job. Yeah. Oh, there's this motherfucker. Okay, so he's going to go file an appeal. Let's write to the judge right now. Draft that shit up. And they drafted this up, explaining their reasoning for why they believe he should not be released on any amount. Of course, Diddy offered $50 million, including he offered his home, which was $48 million. He just got it appraised. We have those documents as well. His appraisal came up to $48 million. He was going to give up his mob house, if I'm not mistaken, his passports from all of his children, except for the sons. None of the sons gave up their shit. I bet this would be a time Quincy would say, that ain't my biological father. This might be a time Quincy may disown him. Maybe not. Let's see if they give up their passports, because all the girls did. But additional background. The relevant factual background is set forth in detail in the September 17 letter and incorporated by reference herein. September 17 letter at 1 through 6. The defendant was arrested, After extended bail argument, the court found that the defendant had failed to rebut the presumption of detention in this case. Judge Tarnofsky noted that the crime of sex trafficking is a crime that happens behind closed doors and expressed concern that such conduct could not be monitored by pretrial services. The court further found that detention was warranted based on the defendant's history and characteristics. There are also indication in your history and characteristics that I think are a reason why the presumption in favor of detention has not been rebutted. Prior substance abuse and the fact that the alleged violence seemed to occur hand in hand with the times when you are not necessarily in control of your actions because of that substance abuse. Your lawyer asked me to trust you and to trust him, and I don't know that I think you can trust yourself, and I don't believe that counsel has the ability to. So basically, sounds like the DA is writing what the judge said the first time he denied his shit. But anyway, this is slide 2. And let's see how many slides. Okay, it's 6 slides. I'm not about to read all this shit. Okay? Like, I don't have time. But the court concluded that the danger posed by the defendant was quite serious due to the defendant's access to weapons, use of violence, and the coercion of witnesses. This court should reach the same conclusion. Judge Tarnofsky's findings are well supported by the record before the court today and demonstrate why the presumption of detention is not rebutted in this case. Moreover, defense counsel's most recent letter fails to seriously contend with the findings most glaringly related to the defendant's unpredictable dangerousness and inability to be monitored or controlled. So, number 2, they continued. The defendant poses a significant and ongoing danger, which seems like they're putting emphasis on what they said the first time. But they're basically just reiterating how serious he is. That is sex trafficking. These acts of physical force or violence are corroborated not only through victim testimony, but also through, among other things, victim communications with the defendant spanning years of the freak off. Hold on. See, I get lost. Years of the charged time period. Witnesses' testimony, including witnesses who weren't present during and after freak offs, video footage for photographs capturing victim injuries, and law enforcement records, among other things. The same is true of the defendant coercion. The communications between the defendant and multiple victims, which include communications sent as recently as this year. Put it in my finger. Capture victim resistance to engaging in freak-offs, even in light of the defendant's abusive tactics. The defendant's years-long use of force and coercion speaks directly to his dangerousness. They even put a CNN article in there. To be clear, despite the indictment naming one victim in count 2, this case is not about just one victim. The government's evidence to date, including the defendant's own communications, demonstrates that the defendant has used force and coercion against multiple victims. In addition to these women, the defendant has assaulted a host of other individuals, including his employees and witnesses to his violence. The defendant has consistently obstructed justice was another thing they pointed out on slide 3. Screenshot it. And then slide 4 continues with the obstruction of justice, why they feel he should not be released. You know, I can't really talk on this phone. You feel me? I'm not even supposed to be talking on the phone. I can't be on these phones and shit like that. You feel me? I can't even talk on the phone. Like, please don't send no text or do nothing. Please misread and shit. People misread and shit, he said. Oh wow, they're releasing with some of, I guess they tapped his phone. I don't know. I guess they have recordings of him. These are his words. Wow. Wow. So the defendant poses a risk of flight. So they gave why they felt like he may leave. Your lawyer asked me to trust you, to trust him, and I don't know what I think you can trust. I don't know that I think you can trust yourself, and I don't believe that counsel has the ability to control you. Indeed, since at least in or about January, when defendant was unquestionably aware of criminal investigations, the evidence shows that he has engaged in multiple freak-offs, some involving interstate transportation of individuals to participate, has continued to use narcotics, and has contacted multiple witnesses. Some of this conduct has even taken place since the defendant arrived in New York City, allegedly, to sit it out and wait to be arrested. The defendant's conduct is demonstrably not cooperative, and indeed highlights his inability to abide by the law. So they also said the defendant's detention is consistent with case law. So they did some case law where they compare different cases, and they compared Epstein. The first one they compare here is Epstein, is the first case that they compared. The second case that they compared is R. Kelly, United States versus Kelly. Wow, they're giving it to him. The first two cases that they compared, as you guys can see, is R. Kelly and Epstein. Epstein number 1 and R. Kelly number 2 are the two cases that they compared. And of course, you see the next 2 or 3 down here, Ray and Rainier. The new proposed bail conditions fail to adequately address the risk of danger or obstruction. Okay, so that was another reason why they failed. And their conclusion is, for the reason set forth above, there are no conditions of bail or combination of conditions that would reasonably assure the defendant's appearance and compliance or the safety of the community. Accordingly, the defendant's application for bail should be denied. Signed by Damian Williams, which is the bald head guy that you guys seen do the shit. So basically they just feel like they can't monitor him well enough. He's such a bad guy that they don't think that they have the wherewithal to monitor him well enough and be sure that he is not going to do anything crazy. So I think they just rather not. They rather not. Speaking of calling people, like I said, he called Her, as you can see right here, it says 54 times. Jasmine Brand has 58 times. So maybe she'll come out later and say that, you know, she was being coerced into, you know, writing against Dawn in a post. I wouldn't be surprised if Kalina has a lawsuit. One thing about it, these people probably not going to get a dime. They're probably not going to get a dime. They allegedly he's been transferring money and all of that before he went in. So as you just heard, he knew about the investigation in January. He continued to do freak offs, continued to do drugs. As you know, when the feds went and locked him up, in his hotel room was narcotics, pink powder drug, which is a combination of ecstasy and cocaine, a new drug called Tusi, and TUSI. You can go Google that. And it's really popular in Russia and overseas in the United Kingdom, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. That's where it went popular first. And you can go on Vice and see a whole documentary about it, a really good documentary about it and how they came up with it. The person explains how they came up with it, and it's booming. It's all in the clubs over there. And it's coming over here, and it's a rich person. It's turned into a rich person drug, and that's exactly what they said in the documentary or the little thing they did on Vice. And lo and behold, this billionaire Diddy in the United States has it. Anyway, Aubrey, she gets on my nerve. Okay, Aubrey, I feel like is like, yeah, like she be riding dick. I don't know how to explain. Oh shit, I got a shot and a blunt in my hand. Hold on. The purpose of justice is to provide an ending and allow us the space to create a new chapter. Women never get this. I feel validated. Today is a win for women all over the world. Not just me. Things are finally changing. So I wonder if she ever had a lawsuit against Diddy. Maybe so, because these folks be having stage names, and then I read these lawsuits, and it be somebody who be like, well, oh, that's your name? Oh, damn, that's who this is? Okay. I don't know. Is Aubrey O'Day name Aubrey O'Day? Shit. Or did she just come up with that shit? My name is Rico name Rico Bellucci? Or is it Justin Daniels? Shit. Anyway, Aubrey O'Day, may your pillow always be cold. Miss Mama stood her ground for going on 20 years, really out on an island by herself, saying, y'all gonna see. She's been telling us forever, people say. I don't remember her telling us. Maybe she has been telling us for years. I don't remember her telling us for years, but maybe she has. Maybe somebody will comment below a link to an interview she done did where she done talked about it. And my next video, I'll definitely bring that interview up. If y'all can find a time where she has put the alert out there or said something along the lines of what is being alleged. Yeah, I go burping again every episode. Y'all might get a burp or 2 or 3. Anyway, let me move this stuff over here real quick and let me play something.
Please, God told me to ask y'all for help. I need your help. I need your help. I can't do it alone. I'm overwhelmed. I'm going crazy. And God, I beg you. I'm fighting this fight, and to other people, it's an impossible dream. It's not impossible. It's going to happen.
Everybody been talking about the Puffy situation. First, I'd like to pray for his family, his daughters and his sons, his kids, basically. That's never a good sign for nobody to cheer about when it comes to kids or, being handcuffed.
So, it's been reports that Cassie.
It's a bad day for hip hop, for the culture, for black people. Because when one looks bad, we all look bad. Because that's definitely not nothing to cheer about. But I tell you what, Puffy, your life is in danger. Because you know the secrets, who's involved in that little secret room you guys participating in. So, you know they're gonna get you if they can. It's a little crazy how
What little room?
Puffy get booted out the alcohol business and Jimmy Iovine steps in with Andre and Snoopy promoting it. It's never a good look when it comes to culture of hip hop and for our community, our people. I turn myself in. Sometimes you gotta face the music. That's most of the time. Perfect. I'm gonna give you some real advice. 2 quick things. You gotta make a decision. When you go to prison, either you're gonna be standing up pissing or squatting, sitting down pissing. I advise you to try to take the first one. You know, if you're squatting, pissing on the seat, you know what that means. Oh yeah, by the way, do not do your time going by Brother Love. Brother Love is not a good code name for prison. I'm out.
Brother Love is not a good code name for prison. Okay, so let's move on to page 4 of this. So this is page 4 of his indictment. Okay, not the request to deny the bail. The request to deny the bail we're done with. That was 6 pages. Make sure you guys screen record those. That was 6 pages. We're back to the indictment. This is page 4 of the indictment. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. It's page 4 of the indictment. Screenshot that, guys. If you want to screenshot it so that you can have it for yourself. Don't let the sun come up if you ain't back up out of love, right? So that's slide 4. Let's go to slide 5. As you can see, the Combs Enterprise constituted an ongoing organization whose members function as a continuing unit for common purposes. Sean Combs, blah, 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 purposes of Combs Enterprise. Here is slide 5, screenshot slide 5. Hopefully it's clear. This is as clear as I can get it. Oh no, let's go back. Slide 5, I'm sorry. Slide 5. So we have slide 4, screenshot it. Slide 5, screenshot it. Including the power of its leader, Combs, through violence, use of firearm, threats of violence, fulfilling personal desires of Combs, particularly those related to sexual gratification, including through the exploitation of women and the use of commercial sex workers, enabling Combs and other members and associates of the Combs Enterprise to engage in unlawful acts of violence, including sexual violence, sex trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for purposes of prostitution, coercion, and enticement to engage in prostitution, narcotics distribution, and other crimes, and concealing the commission of such acts, securing absolute loyalty from members of the Combs Enterprise, including through acts of violence and threats, and protecting the Combs Enterprise and its members, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Make sure you guys go screenshot that. And here is slide 6 of the indictment. This is slide 6 of the indictment. Make sure you guys get that down. Slide 6 of the indictment. Okay. Slide 6 of the indictment. Slide 6 of the indictment. Let's see. Making sure I get all of this. Okay. Former prison warden warns Diddy's life could be in danger behind bars. Says prisoners would see killing him as a badge of honor. I don't think so. I think this man just talking some shit. I just seen his interview actually recently, and I think he full of shit. Boy, please. That was the guy who y'all just seen talking in the trailer on ET Entertainment tonight. That ain't gonna happen to Diddy. I doubt that happens to Diddy. If anything, motherfuckers gonna be trying to get on his side because they wanna, get some ranking, and they feel like Diddy got money. Diddy can help me get commissary. Now, if Diddy fall weak to the shit and don't become like a pot boss or some shit, which he probably will, then that'll be a fucked up situation. If they start beating Diddy ass, Diddy got a fight in there. Diddy ain't fought in a long time, and a nigga ain't gon', if he is spending a long time in prison, at least 10, 20 years, at some point he's going to want to come out in the public and see people. It's just, he's so famous that he has to understand that he's going to be signing autographs. He's probably going to have to ask, the people to tell them not to do that, but they're still going to ask. Like, we're in jail. What more trouble can we get in besides get locked up in a room and I'm going to beat your ass? So you better write this fucking autograph. There's no telling what R. Kelly in there doing. He eating booty, getting his booty ate, every damn thing. You better believe that. But former prison warden said that, and I don't bit mo believe that Diddy is in any type of danger. Anyway, in his second bail appeal, he said that he would not have any women around. What he keeps failing to mention is drugs. Drugs was found, and I think that what he wants to say is, I have no need to mention drugs because I don't do drugs. I think that's his whole game. So he keeps not mentioning the drugs that were found. But as you can see, that was something that they cited, that his rebut is not adequate. He didn't have a good rebuttal. So I think Diddy is trying to play a game where he's like, I don't do drugs, so I don't even know what the fuck y'all are even talking about. Why y'all keep bringing that up? Anyway, let me go back to this indictment. So yeah, this is page 6. Screenshot page 6. I'm getting ready to go off page 6. Read page 6. See where it says freak-offs occurred regularly, sometimes lasted multiple days, and often involved multiple commercial sex workers. During freak-offs, Combs distributed a variety of controlled substances to victims, in part to keep the victims obedient and compliant. Sometimes, unbeknownst to the victims, Combs kept videos he filmed of the victims engaging in sex acts with commercial sex workers. After freak-offs, Combs and the victims typically received IV fluids to recover from the physical exertion and drug use. Members and associates of the Combs enterprise, including high-ranking supervisors, security staff, household staff, personal assistants, and other Combs business employees, facilitated the freak-offs, among other things, booking hotels for the freak-offs, stocking the hotel rooms in advance with the required freak-off supplies, including controlled substances, baby oil, lubricant, extra linen, and lighting. cleaning the hotel rooms after the freak-offs to try to mitigate room damage, arranging from travel for victims, commercial sex workers, and Combs to and from freak-offs, resupplying Combs with requested supplies, delivering large sums of cash to Combs to pay the commercial sex workers, and scheduling the delivery of IV fluids. In or about March 2024, during searches of Combs' residences in Miami, Florida, and Los Angeles, California, law enforcement seized various freak-off supplies, including narcotics and more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. Combs subjected victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse to cause the victims to engage in freak-offs. Combs maintained control over his victims through, among other things, physical violence, promises of career opportunities, granting and threatening to withhold financial support, and by other coercive means, including tracking their whereabouts, dictating the victim's appearance. Let's say that again. Dictating the victim's appearance. Who that sound like? R. Kelly, Dominique Gardner. Monitoring their medical records. Who that sound like? R. Kelly. Controlling their housing and supplying them with controlled substances. During and separate from freak-offs, Combs, among other things, hit, kicked, threw objects at, and dragged victims at times by their hair. These assaults often resulted in injuries that took days or weeks to heal. Combs also threatened victims' careers and livelihoods, including if they resisted participating in freak-offs. Victims believed they could not refuse Combs' demands without risking their financial or job security or without repercussions in the form of physical or emotional abuse. Combs also used the sensitive, embarrassing, and incriminating recordings that he made during freak-offs as collateral to ensure the continued obedience and silence of the victims. Members and associates of the Combs enterprise, including Combs security personnel, at times carried firearms. On more than one occasion, Combs himself carried or brandished firearms to intimidate and threaten others, including victims of and witnesses to his abuse. In or about March 2024, during searches of Combs' residences in Miami, Florida, and in Los Angeles, California, law enforcement seized firearms and ammunition, including 3 AR-15s with defaced serial numbers, as well as a drum magazine. Okay, so this is page 8. We done went through page 6, 7, and 8. Y'all see page 6, 7, and 8? When employees, witnesses to his abuse or others threaten Combs' authority or reputation, Combs and members of and associates of the enterprise engaged in acts of violence, threats of financial and reputational harm, and verbal abuse. These acts of violence included kidnapping and arson. In addition, on multiple occasions, Combs threw both objects and people, as well as hit, drag, choke, and shove people. When Combs' authority or reputation was threatened by possibility of negative publicity or legal law enforcement actions against him, including in or about late 2023, following public allegations of Combs' crimes, Combs and members and associates of the enterprise pressured witnesses and victims, including through attempted bribery, to stay silent, not report what they experienced or knew to law enforcement. On phone calls, Combs and other members and associates of the enterprise, among other things, provided these victims and witnesses with a false narrative of events in an effort to conceal Combs' crime. Combs caused these calls to be recorded on at least 2 occasions. from at least in or about 2008 through on or about the date of the filing. Okay, we don't care about that. This is the racketeering. Okay, you guys got to take a picture of that. This is page 9. They're saying he kidnapped, kidnapping chargeable under the following provisions of state of law. Multiple acts involving kidnapping. Okay. It was part of a conspiracy that Sean agreed that a conspirator would. Ketamine. Multiple offenses involving multiple indictment, multiple. Page 11, we're almost done here. Notice of special sentencing factor. In here somewhere they talk about him blowing up a car, and the car that he blew up was Kid Cudi. He paid $5,000 to his, he paid $5,000. This is page 11. Make sure you guys screenshot it if you want to. Paid $5,000 to his security guard for his security guard to blow up Kid Cudi's car. I believe that that he went through with that, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, they're calling Cassie victim 1. Willingly the same to wit, Combs recruited, enticed, harbored, transported, maintained a person. Victim 1, commercial sex. I think they're calling Cassie victim 1, visual in interstate foreign commerce. As a result, committing offense alleged count 1. This is page 12. No, somewhere in here. Assault committing. Page 13, screenshot it if you want to. And page 14, this is the last page of his indictment. Screenshot that if you guys want to. This is the last page of his indictment. 14. Page 14. Somewhere in here, they talked about they talked about the freak offs, of course. They talked about him blowing up this man's car. They talked about him blowing up this man's car, paying $5,000 to blow up this man's car. At one point, they talked about blowing up that man's car. I don't know if it's here or in the lawsuit. They talked about how he paid $5,000 to blow up Kid Cudi's car. It might have been in in something else. And you know what? That probably scared Kid Cudi. That's probably why he ain't did shit. That's probably why he don't even come out and do nothing. What's gonna be crazy is when we get to Rodney Jones' lawsuit, okay? That's what's fucking crazy. Okay, make sure you guys screenshot this stuff though. This is so we're done with the indictment. We went through the indictment. We went through the bail denial, them denying his bail. We seen Suge Knight.
Listen,
we seen
please,
him crying.
please, God told me to ask you.
Okay.
I need your help. I need your help. I can't do it alone. I'm overwhelmed. I'm going crazy. And God, I beg you, I beg you, I beg you. So I'm fighting
Boosie
this
says
fight.
he disagrees
To
with
other
Diddy
people,
facing
it's
life in
impossible.
prison.
It's not
He just
impossible. It's going to happen.
freakier, doing what so many other entertainers have done. So he felt like basically, you know, what they're trying to get Diddy for is, you know, he feels like it's bullshit. He feels like it's what all rappers do. And this is what I mean when I say it unfortunately, it just seems like this is what you would consider rap culture crime. You know what I'm saying? Just like you do white collar crimes, it's like rap culture crime or hip hop culture crime or something. You know, like that's what it's like. But I kind of feel where you're coming from, and I kind of don't. But I get where he's standing at. Because I mean, I didn't understand that either. I want to have sex with someone, and I want to pay for their trip to come to me, and also throw them, you know, some couple dollars to help them out. Then why the fuck can't I do that? I don't understand how that is illegal, and it's consensual between the two. Maybe this wasn't consensual, but his attorney says it was consensual, so maybe not. But regardless, Boosie ain't got no room to be talking. Somebody get this man a podcast so he can minimize where he say his shit at and leave it right there at the table. At the table. At the table. At the table.
I need y'all to help me.
This is what Faison,
Y'all heard about
Big Worm
Puffy.
said.
And I see a lot of people. Yay. I'm confused. The Cassie thing, I understand. I think you should definitely lock this nigga up. Put hands on the young lady. But I don't understand the other shit. Can y'all help me? When has being nasty been a federal crime?
That's what I was thinking.
And I'm glad they told me. I didn't know there was a limit on baby oil. I'm getting a few, you know, because we get ashy. But you get a massage or something or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. Please tell us the new rules for niggas. Because maybe they're not new rules, actually, because I think it was 1800s. There was this very famous boxer named Jack Johnson, and he was whooping ass. Everybody ass. But mostly white folks' ass. He was whooping a lot of white folks' ass. And he had a white woman, Mae West. They couldn't stop this black man. So they gave him trafficking. In the 1800s. Taking a white woman across the lines was... If he didn't do that, he wouldn't have stopped. But I thought I told you that we won't. Make it make sense. We need to know the new rules. You can't take anybody on vacation. Can't take anybody to Vegas. Damn sure don't bring them to Atlanta. I need y'all to help me because I don't know the new rules. Please tell me what was illegal.
Yeah. He was just the one talking about they should cancel child support. Faison been having a lot of opinions lately, y'all. He want a podcast too. Give him and Boosie a podcast together. Him and Boosie on the podcast. But he just want to defend anybody in his age bracket that he grew up with. He want to defend them. That's what it be giving Faison. He just defiant nowadays. A subtle defiant. Anyway, oh wow, judge denies Diddy's request for bond a second time. So I already told you guys that. The judge is quoted saying, I've heard from the parties. I found that the government have proven the defendant is a danger regarding the bail package. It is insufficient, even on risk of flight. So they denied his bail. I'm going to add the indictment back here. This is page 7 of the indictment. I'm going to move on to page 8, screenshot it. I already went to page 14, but I'm going through this shit again. Here's page 8, screenshot it, guys, so you can read over it on your own. It's only 14 pages. If you've seen Sunny in the View, I put it on the show yesterday, and I'm going to play it in a minute. But Sunny, they said, even Harvey Weinstein, who is an attorney, Sunny, who is a ex-district attorney, they both was like, just 14 pages. 14 pages, and they summed it up. I don't know if this district attorney, Damian Williams, is going to slap Diddy with some witnesses, and Diddy going to be shocked if he going to come up with some discovery. Discovery is like evidence, and Diddy going to be shocked. Here's page 9. So page 8, screenshot it. Page 9, screenshot it if you want to. And read over it in your own time. Read over it in your own time. This is page 9. Page 9. Page 9. Page 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. Diddy was doing a lot of Diddy was doing a lot of He was doing a lot of Sorry. He was doing a lot of 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 He was doing a lot of
The next person asks me if I've been to one of them parties, I'm gonna slap the shit out you. They don't like my kind at them parties.
Dick in the boot ass.
There's a few other real niggas in hip hop that I don't believe ever been invited to one of them parties.
Thank you.
I'm live right now. I don't want to hear that shit. Let me explain something to y'all.
Trick don't give a fuck. Do we? Trick don't give a fuck. Okay, page 9. Here's page 10. Page 10. Page 10 of the indictment. Page 10. Page 10. Page 10 of the indictment. Okay, so that's page 10 of the indictment. Let's talk about Mimi. Mimi said she alleged that she lost a dating show with BET due to Stevie J's relationship with Diddy. This thing with him runs really deep to the point it's messing up a lot of people's money, Mimi said. So Diddy and Stevie J they were hanging out a lot. And maybe I should wait to talk about this, which I will. Let me just go to this real quick. And go here. Okay, let's open this up. Oh yeah, we can see this. Diddy's lawyer speaks after his bond appeal was denied. Wants to get trial quickly and get Diddy out of inhumane conditions. He said it did not go over well. My client is going to remain behind bars. Unfortunately, he has to remain behind bars. Yeah. If you guys didn't see the bail denial, then go back and you're gonna have to play it. Oh, you can have an extra camera on here? Oh, that's pretty cool. You can include an extra camera on this mug. I ain't know that. Anyway, yeah. I thought I had, oh yeah, I do. So, let's hear what this man had to say. Oh, that didn't have to leave. Okay, so this can leave. I will bring this in because this is gonna go. So let's play this.
So we made a bail appeal to Judge Carter. It did not go our way. The fight continues. We're not giving up by a long shot. I told Mr. Combs I'm going to try and get his case to trial as quickly as possible. I'm going to try and minimize the amount of time he spends in very, very difficult and I believe inhumane housing conditions in the special housing unit of the Metropolitan Detention Facility. And I'm going to do everything that I can to move his case as quickly as possible. I understand that the government has a great amount of electronic devices that they have to download and provide to me, but everything's on the government's timetable. Nothing's on the defendant's timetable.
A great amount.
And they're going to have to accommodate me and him and give us a
They
quick
have
trial.
a great amount.
And I'm going to be pushing for that. He's ready. He's focused. He has been ready to defend this case since he first found out about this case. Nothing has changed from his perspective. I obviously would much prefer to fight this case with him out of jail, and we are going to try to bring that about through additional legal process. But wherever he is, his resolve is the same. He believes he's innocent. I believe he's innocent, and we're going to fight this case with all of our might until we don't have to fight any longer. I'm not really going to take any questions, but at this point, we are moving forward. We're preparing for trial as we speak, and we are considering our next steps and appealing the court's ruling to me today. All right. Thank you all very much. I really appreciate it. You're doing good. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. I'll do that. So in the past, Essex County, New Jersey, it's a county facility, but it has a contract with the federal government, and you can get a certain number of federal inmates in Essex County, New Jersey. And in my experience, it's an easier place to deal with. I think it's better for the person being housed there, and it's easier to get access, to him. I mean, one of the hardest things when you're preparing for a very significant trial with a great deal of discovery is you want your client to be able to have access to electronic discovery.
A great deal of discovery. So they have a lot of evidence that they have to turn over to him. A lot of evidence that they got to turn over to Diddy's attorney. Apparently. I'm sure that when he heard that, he probably kind of shook a little bit in his boot, shifted a little bit. I'm sure he shifted a little bit when he heard those words, because it's nothing that you want to hear. That you have a great deal of discovery coming your way about a client that you are representing. So pretty damn sure that was like, fuck.
Diddy is going to be appealing the decision to not receive bail today, and he's actually going to be appealing at this.
So yeah, we got You guys heard DJ Envy say that he felt like he should get bail if he got bail. So let me go back to playing this.
Nothing nowadays is in paper form. Everything's electronic. So you need to make sure that your client has access to a computer and that it can look at the discovery, that comes in. So that was my idea. All right. I'm
Okay. So yeah, that was how he felt today. So he was defeated, but as you can hear, sounds like he's gonna try again. He's not gonna give up. He's gonna try to once again probably file for another appeal. He's not filing for this. But speaking of the news, since he's sitting here on the news, these folks is crazy on Fox News. Fox News anchor Maria Bartiromo, I don't know how to say that, Bartiromo, says Diddy's arrest was coordinated to distract from Donald Trump's assassination attempt. I saw right through it. Girl, please, we really didn't give a fuck. But anyway,
from Mayorkas. I don't know why more people are not talking about Alejandro Mayorkas. He is overseeing all of this. Not only did he oversee 10 million illegals coming into this country, but he also oversees the Secret Service, and you haven't heard peep from him. And don't you find it ironic, Miranda, that once again they take that same strategy out, and that is change the conversation. Okay, the timing of the P. Diddy arrest, please. They must have had the P. Diddy arrest on the shelf, waiting to take it off the shelf for when they needed it. And yesterday, boy, oh boy, did they need it, because the questions were spiking everywhere as far as how it is possible that another assassination attempt happened, that another would-be assassin was within a couple of 100 yards of President Trump. As we're all asking these questions, boom, they take P. Diddy in. And now we're all talking about that. Take it off the front page. This strategy over and over again. I saw right through it as soon as it happened.
Gosh, I hadn't even thought of that, but you're absolutely right. It's typical of how they manipulate the narrative very well. And look,
this bitch is crazy. Do you hear them, Jay? They totally believe that the government planned on taking Diddy in at this time to cover up or disregard the fact that Donald Trump was not even shot at. Okay, first of all, no shots was fired. Okay, no shots were fired from what the Secret Service said. No shots were fired. So yeah, that's first of all. Second of all, I think Donald Trump is full of shit. I wouldn't be surprised if this man loved Donald Trump so much that he willing to go to prison, making it seem like he was getting ready to take a shot at Trump. And because, I mean, these people are radical. They are radical Americanists. That's what you call them, radical Americans, right? I know what the is come from. Anyway, yeah, that's what this crazy Fox bitch said. And then here you have the attorney. I think she works in the attorney's office, because the attorney is this other guy that you guys just seen. So maybe, right, attorney on Diddy's legal team. So this is an attorney on Diddy's legal team, and this is what
not all the time they say this, but they say
today
this is going our way, not the bail. They say we have them. We got a lot of people who are going to talk and say that this is what Diddy was about, and some people may pass it off as hip hop culture, but it is a series of felonies and Rico. What do they have wrong?
They did say in court today they've talked to 50 witnesses. We said the same thing. We've been doing a parallel investigation at every single step of the way, talking to every single there's the same kind of universe of people here that he's been around. We're talking to people to show that we have a case. He's fighting. He's innocent, and he's going to be able to show it.
Innocent means he didn't do any of the wrong things. Not guilty means they can't make the case.
He's
right?
innocent.
So you think he did none of these things? He was never present in any of these activities? This wasn't his lifestyle?
But a lifestyle and being present in activities doesn't mean he committed a crime.
Unless those activities and that lifestyle are criminal.
But those activities and the lifestyle is not criminal. What was notable today, what my partner Mark said in court, is they never once said that these women didn't consent to what happened. Not once.
Can they all have consented, or were they minors and therefore the consent doesn't apply?
No charges relating to minors. None. The difference here between R. Kelly, between Epstein, no charges relating to minors.
So this is all adult consensual activity. People can judge it morally, but legally, you believe he committed no crime.
Maybe it's not what someone here would do in the bedroom, but that doesn't mean that what he did was a crime.
I don't know how they gonna fight this one. I honestly cannot see Diddy as sitting in prison rotting to death. Okay? I can't see Diddy sitting in prison rotting to death. Can you see Diddy sitting in prison rotting to death? No. Rotting to death?
No, he ain't going down without a fight.
No, he not going down without a fight. Diddy is definitely.
Attorney is saying he's going to fight the good fight. We're not giving up, but I don't see this
Charlamagne
going well
sound
for
crazy.
Diddy.
Yeah, this man talking about somebody should have been around him to stop him and shit. When this boy, Diddy almost 60 the fuck years old. How the fuck anybody gonna change this man's mind about the shit that he like to do? This is the shit that he like to do. Ain't nobody gonna be able to stop him from getting his ass licked. You know, and inviting sex workers over so he can have a good time. Nobody's gonna stop that, okay? At this point, he too far gone. When you damn near 60 and you been doing this shit for this long, shit, Diddy is, it's over with. It's over with. So I don't know what the fuck Charlamagne talking about. Somebody should have been there to stop him. To walk out and tell him, no, this is wrong. Man, gone. He ain't no damn autistic. What the fuck? He ain't autistic. He ain't slow. He ain't special. None of that shit. Now, one person I know had a problem, and Diddy probably got a problem too. But it's obvious because R. Kelly clearly in his music battled, like with his struggled with his lifestyle he was living, in his gospel songs, his crossover songs, like all that shit. Like, I feel like he always kind of, now that's not to justify anything R. Kelly did. I'm just saying, he definitely seemed like the type that was crying out to God, asking God to change him. Diddy give me the type where he was getting away with it. He didn't give a fuck. And getting away with it was making him worse and worse and worse. It's what it gives for Diddy. But I don't know. Anyway, here's what she said. Here's what they said.
Yeah, me neither. I just really can't wrap my mind around someone having so much to lose and moving the way he was moving. It just makes me think that man doesn't have not one single solitary friend around him. Because if you worth $1 billion, you got kids, you got all these employees. All you need is one person that cares about you. All it takes is one person to say, hell no, get these guns away from him. No, you're not getting no prostitutes. You're getting a girlfriend. Actually, you need a wife. But somebody should have been there to tell Sean Combs to grow up. Or maybe he didn't listen because he's too far gone off drugs, alcohol, and booty.
Well,
all types of booty.
Too far gone, gonna sit down now.
Booty.
Variety of booty, yeah. But
women
like
booty, men booty,
and it has nothing to do with
other booty. In the indictment, it says women and others.
So
72
stupid.
gender identities. Did he seem like he wanted to try every flavor?
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Did that come from a source too?
No, that was
you
an
said they
indictment.
got it from the document. Look at you reading documents. Look at you with sources. I like the energy up here this morning.
Yeah, but I would say this. It has nothing to do with the money. It's just you just don't have a friend.
What about the booty?
Why are you stuck on his booty?
Because this man seems like an addict, a sex addict, a drug addict,
He
a
is.
power
It seems
addict.
like it, yes.
And being in that cell is going to be the first time in probably forever that he's forced to sit still and get sober. And reality is going to hit him hard. Whatever he's been running from, he cannot run no more.
I'm telling you, Charlamagne. I'm telling you. That's the truth. Reality finna hit this man hard. Reality is about to hit him real hard. It's about to hit him in the face hard. When he get in that cell, I'm sure it did last night. If not, it'll probably do it tonight. I think he gonna get some good sleep. I think he's gonna get some good sleep because he's never been able to sleep and not have to worry about what's going on. Of course he gotta worry, but it's probably like this relief because I'm here now. And all I can do is wait. I mean, what is he doing? Thinking of a master plan? Like, there's no master plan besides two of your bail requests have been denied. Your lawyer is probably going to try to do a third one, but I doubt he does it this soon. They'll probably recommend that he does it in a month or two. So, for about a month or two, Diddy still got to sit his ass in there. Pretty sure he's going to be trying to be exclusive as fuck. You know, don't want nobody to see him. Shit like that. But the warden is probably cool. The warden is probably going to be very accommodating. Make sure that, because they could get stupid. And if they are negligent in how they care for Diddy because they want to prove a point, then they could be sued and they could fuck up this whole case because Diddy has to be released home. The way that Young Thug lawyer tried to put up an appeal to get him out, he was saying like people know him, he's so famous, not in those words but in other words, and that's the same thing I think they're going to eventually play on with Diddy. Say he's so famous that people aren't able to work properly. This lady was taking a picture of Diddy. This person was slipping paper trying to get his autograph, like people harassing him. I think it's gonna come. It's gonna come. They're probably going to release him. Look at Jussie Smollett. We ain't heard shit from his case. Motherfucker was let out early and we ain't heard shit. I ain't heard none. I thought he was supposed to go back to court. When? Anyway. Yeah, so that was Charlemagne, and that's how he feels. Now, I might have to remove Charlemagne in order to add this story really quickly. Gonna have to probably do a part 2 to this shit because this is really fucking long. Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to do a part 2 tomorrow for this. Okay,
bro.
Here's
come
what
on.
DJ
Imagine
Academics went to the Federal Bureau of Prisons, Brooklyn location, Metropolitan Prison where Diddy is, and looked up their food menu to let everybody know what Diddy was eating that morning. Unless he said no, these were his options. There's no, we can go get you Chick-fil-A because you got money, and none of that. There are set times for that type of thing. There are set times for that type of thing because they don't have people to go do that. There's like a designated person that comes, and typically they bring the store with them. But I guess in famous people cases, because I heard of Young Thug buying the whole pot pizza and shit. So, you know, I'm guessing in some instances they are able to, they're rewarded with the delivery of some food. They receive it from the front desk and they bring it. You know, they probably order it on the tablet if they have the ability. I don't know. But I know I heard that R. Kelly, Young Thug, somebody had bought the whole pod pizza or something like that. Anyway, here's what Diddy will be eating unless they're allowing him to order his own food or unless he said, no, I don't want anything to eat. This is what he ate this morning.
So this is Bro, come on. Imagine what Diddy's going through. So this is what breakfast is. So today is Tuesday. Tomorrow, which is Wednesday, he'll get fruit, cereal, breakfast cake, sugar substitute. I know it sounds good on paper. It don't look that good. Okay? His lunch is gonna either be a hamburger or a black bean burger, a baker. This is like school lunch, if you know what I mean. Lettuce or tomatoes, sliced onions, ketchup. Why I say catsup? Ketchup or mustard. Whole wheat hamburger bun. These are options you could choose from. Fruit and beverage. And then for dinner, pasta with marinara, chef salad or tofu chef salad, beets, dressing, assorted, and whole wheat bread and some type of beverage. Pretty much this is about the same. He gets pizza on Saturday. Pizza comes in on, he gets cheese pizza on Saturday. But you ever had school lunch pizza?
Okay, so yeah, that is what Diddy will be eating if he chooses to eat. That's crazy. Diddy, damn. Like, to go from the high life just last year to now being hit with this shit, like, he ain't know Cassie was gonna hit him with the okie doke. I don't think he knew Cassie was coming with the shit. Anyway, Kevin Frazier from Entertainment Tonight was on Stephen A. Smith's podcast or show. And I like Kevin Frazier a lot. I like Entertainment Tonight. Kevin Frazier has been there for a very long time. Okay, so put some respect on his name, for real. I remember when Entertainment Tonight had white hosts. Even like literally a time when I can remember. And I was born in 94. And then Kevin Frazier and the white lady was together. And now it's like black. It's like a bunch of black. And it used to be Kevin Frazier and a white woman. But before Kevin Frazier, there was that white woman and a white man. Can't think of their name. But Kevin Frazier stayed. The white lady left. And a black lady came in. The one who's dating Shaq. Or who was dating Shaq. Anyway, this is what Kevin Frazier and Stephen A. Smith discussed.
In Hollywood, lying back in wait, wondering who's next. If you have workers that you can target and they can be punished, it's presumed they're going to dime him out. And ultimately, they're going to force him to comply. And Diddy is going to dime out a whole bunch of people. It seems like that's what everybody's waiting for right now.
There have been other big names that have been associated and fluttered around this. But what about the other people who attended these events and these parties and these freak-offs? This is going to be ugly. There's going to be reverberations throughout Hollywood, because even if you didn't attend, if you knew, if you saw, if you understood what was going on, years and years ago, I was at a party for a very high-profile star, and his people had Diddy removed from that party because they said he was out of control. The information is there. Now it's just how much of that information is going to come out.
How much of that information is going to come out? Anyway, Charlamagne the God believes other people will be involved in Diddy's indictment. If you ever ran a train with Diddy, you're probably going to jail. Same thing, Kevin Frazier is
folks in Hollywood lying back in wait, wondering who's next. If you have workers that you can target and they can be punished, it's presumed they're going to dime him out. And ultimately, they're going to force him to comply. And Diddy is going to dime out a whole bunch of people. It seems like that's what everybody's waiting for right now.
There have been other big names that have been associated and fluttered around this. But what about the other people who attended these events and these parties and these freak-offs? This is going to be ugly. There's going to be reverberations throughout Hollywood, because even if you didn't attend, if you knew, if you saw, if you understood what was going on, years and years ago, I was at a party for a very high-profile star, and his people had Diddy removed from that party
because they said he was out of control. The information is there. Now it's just how much of that information is going to come out.
To you, you know, it's been reports that Cassie has been cooperating with the federal case, and all of this is over a matter of 7 or 8 months.
Yeah, racketeering and sex trafficking. If he gets racketeering and sex trafficking for freak offs, there will be others involved.
Yes.
Like if you ever ran a train with Diddy, you're probably going to jail.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people were saying, that, you know, that's possibly on those cameras, because he had cameras in the crib. So people are thinking that maybe there'll be other people involved.
If you ever been
on those
butt naked,
cameras.
if you ever been butt naked anywhere with Diddy, or half butt naked with Diddy, and there was some women around or some men around that he told you were part of the party, you probably going to jail.
I put that in the episode yesterday. Damn. It's going to be unfortunate, because that man did say nothing is off the table. When they was like, is it going to be more people? They were like, nothing is off the table. Nothing is off the table. So, I don't know. Diddy done fucked up now. Done truly fucked up now.
Everybody been talking about the Puffy situation. First, I'd like to pray for his family. His daughters and his sons, you know, his kids, basically. That's never a good sign for nobody to cheer about when it comes to kids or young men being handcuffed. It's a bad day for hip-hop, for the culture, for black people. Because when one looks bad, we all look bad. Because that's definitely not nothing to cheer about. But I tell you what, Puffy, your life is in danger. Because you know the secrets, who's involved in that little secret room you guys participate in.
Not your life is in danger.
So
I don't want to hear that from Suge.
You know they're going to get you if they can.
You know they're going to get you if they can.
Puffy get booted out the alcohol business, and Jimmy Iovine steps in with Andre and Snoopy promoting it. It's never a good look when it comes to culture of hip-hop and for our community, our people. I turn myself in. Sometimes you gotta face the music. That's most of the time. Perfect. I'm gonna give you some real advice. 2 quick things. You gotta make a decision. When you go to prison, either you're gonna be standing up pissing or squatting, sitting down pissing. I advise you to try to take the first one. You know, if you're squatting, pissing on the seat, you know what that means. Oh yeah, by the way, do not do your time going by Brother Love. Brother Love is not a good code name for prison. I'm out.
Brother Love is not a good code name for prison. Sound like you trying to get fucked in the ass. You trying to go up in that name, Brother Love. Now, what you trying to do? What you trying to do? That's what they asking Diddy. You trying to give me some? Is you trying to give me some? Cause your name Brother Love and shit. We loving up in here. Anyway, go to.
Please, God told me to ask y'all for help. I need your help. I need your help. I can't do it alone. I'm overwhelmed. I'm going crazy. And God, I beg you. So I'm fighting this fight, and to other people, it's an impossible dream. It's not impossible. It's going to happen.
Hey Cassie, how are you? How do you feel about all the allegations with Diddy going on right now? Do you feel justice is being served right now? Have a good night. Good to see you, Cassie.
Okay, so Kesha, in other news, Kesha, she changed the track to her song. Maybe she should do this permanently. I don't know if this is a permanent move or if Kesha was just, doing some shit. I don't know what this was about. But she changed "Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy." What she says.
In the morning feeling like P. Diddy.
Hey, what up,
Grab
girl?
my glasses on.
And then you hear Diddy say, "Hey, yo, what up, girl?"
I'm gonna hit this city before I...
See? Let's go. And then you hear Diddy. So she recently posted on TikTok and changed it to this.
Up in the morning like fuck P. Diddy. Grab my glasses, I'm out the door. I'm gonna hit this city before I...
How did she do that? I don't know how the fuck she did that. That was pretty fucking cool. That was pretty cool.
Wake up in the morning like fuck P. Diddy.
So fuck P.
In
Diddy.
the morning feeling like P. Diddy.
Hey, what up,
Grab
girl?
my glasses, 'cause I'm out the door. I'm gonna hit this city. The door. I'm gonna hit this city before I...
So, yeah. Diddy was on that song. Seems like she might have revamped it and removed his voice from it. I don't know. But y'all better go get the Diddy albums now. Y'all better go download the Diddy stuff now. Because when it's gone, that shit is gonna be gone. Just like they did R. Kelly. They don't sell them hard copies no more. So any hard copies of Diddy albums, it's probably best you guys go get them now. Especially what if they found him not guilty? Like Bill Cosby, they end up dropping his charges, and they're saying that more charges are on the way or something like that for Bill Cosby. They just won't leave this man alone. Anyway, let me go back to the indictment. So again, this is page 10 of the indictment. So make sure you guys screenshot page 10 of the indictment. And I want to move on from page 10 to page 11 of the indictment. It's page 11 of the indictment. Make sure you guys screenshot it. If you want to screenshot it so you can do your own reading or your own, get your own understanding of it, and you guys can. That's page 10 of the indictment. Don't know why I grabbed two. Oh, I can do that. I forgot. See how this shit stupid as fuck? Yeah, it wanna be stupid. So yeah, I already told y'all Cassie was out and about yesterday. This is her in New York City. She's so damn pretty. She's so damn pretty. This is her in New York City yesterday. Feeling free, feeling really free. You have to know that her lawsuit triggered this. Her lawsuit definitely triggered this whole indictment. This is page 12. Make sure you guys screenshot page 12 if you want page 12 so that you can read it in your own time. We have 2 more pages of the indictment. You guys can read this in your own times. Combs transported, aided and abetted, and willingly caused the transportation of female victims and commercial sex workers in interstate and foreign commerce on multiple occasions with the intent that they engage in prostitution. Victim 1 was engaging in commercial sex as a result of force, fraud, and coercion. So slide 13 is here. This is slide 13. Make sure you guys screenshot that. If you guys care to, you can screenshot that. And I'm gonna go to number 14 at his fucking okay, so we did Kesha, and I already showed you guys this video, But speaking of the baby oil, let me show you guys this. Remember when Christian Keys said that he was being manipulated and mistreated or whatever. You know when he said what he said? Jay, can you get the video for me of Christian Keys from Twitter? See if Twitter got it. Just type it in Twitter, Christian Keys. Not the oil. Him saying that he was molested, but it doesn't matter. If you don't know it, you can Google it. Christian Keys saying that he was touched by someone. Someone was coercing him. I think, if I'm not mistaken, those are the words that he used. Maybe not. Maybe not. Are you looking for it or you don't? Okay, I don't want to play my clip. How many of these we got?
That one and one more.
This one? La, 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 la. You found it?
It's the whole hour long shit, though.
Hour long? You spoke for an hour long? Oh no, we don't want that. Anyway, Christian Keys posted this recently.
Watch me put it on splash. Watch me put it
and
on
that thing
splash.
is slanging
Splash.
and it's big.
This is the Baby L song. Watch me put it
And remember,
on.
Claudia said he
Watch me
settled
put it
out.
on.
He settled out. Whoever it was settled out.
No Diddy. That's not what I was talking about, Sean, when I wrote the Baby Oil song.
Yeah, it was Diddy. He settled out with your ass. I bet it was Diddy. That thing is slanging.
This is the Baby L song. Watch me put it on splash. Watch me put it on splash.
Don't let that
Splash.
towel
This is
fall
the
by
Baby
mistake.
L song. Watch me put it on. Watch me put it on. Yeah, Baby Oil.
No Diddy. That's not what I was talking about, Sean, when I wrote the Baby Oil song.
Sean. Yeah, trust me. That's who it was. I bet that's who it was. You recording it?
No, I didn't know you wanted.
Oh no, fuck it. I'm just making sure because I'm about to move on. No, I'm moving on. That's why I'm asking. I'm moving the fuck on. I have a lot that I've talked about, and I think I'm gonna just do a part 2 to this. I already said that his shit lasted for days. I said that already. They said that his freak off parties lasted for days on end. Just fuck it. But tomorrow we're gonna get into the Stevie J and in the lawsuit and Christian Combs lawsuit, and we'll finish the indictment. Well, not the indictment. We're already done with the indictment.
Watch me put it on splash. Watch me put it on splash. Splash. This is the Baby L song. Watch me put it on. Watch me put it on. Yeah, Baby Oil.
No Diddy. That's not what I was talking about, Sean, when I wrote the Baby Oil song.
Okay, so here is slide 13, and then here's slide 14. So make sure you guys screenshot 14 so you can see, so you can read it in your own time. And tomorrow we'll go over the lawsuit. The lawsuits that he had. This video is entirely too long for me to be trying to add anything else to it. I don't think. Yeah, no. 2 hours. This video is gonna come out to be almost 5 hours long. Hell to the no. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna end this video and I'm gonna come back tomorrow. So make sure you guys screenshot Make sure you guys screenshot this slide. This is the indictment for. I'm not going back to the damn indictment. I'm not going back to the indictment. This is the indictment. Watch my episode from yesterday. Please watch the episode from yesterday. You don't want to miss the episode from yesterday. It was a really good episode. I want to run it again. I might run it again on Facebook. It ran twice on Facebook already. But I wish I could have gotten into the indictment. I mean, not the indictment, the lawsuit and all of that tonight. But I can't. I'm not going to sit here for another hour. Hell to the no. This shit is almost 3 hours long. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much. Let me end with this.
Real smart. So before you say something, here go do
hit that subscribe button.
This guy right here.
Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell so you can be notified every time I go live. Hit the bell so y'all can be notified tomorrow when I go live. And do the rest of the lawsuits, because I'm going to do the rest of the lawsuits tomorrow, because there are multiple lawsuits. Yes, so I think, like I said before, I think he's going to go down for Tupac's murder. I really do. I think he's going to go down for Tupac's murder. I promise you I do. I do. But tomorrow we're going to talk about Rodney Jones' lawsuit, the gay lawsuit, with Stevie J fucking the boy and shit. And Diddy trying to use that video to coerce the boy. He wrote it all. He wrote it all in. Usher, Chris Brown, everything. Like, he really put it all in there. He really did. But I'm going to end with this. Make sure you guys subscribe. Follow us at The Urban Binge on Facebook, THEE. Everywhere else is The Urban Binge. The Urban Binge without 2 E's. And YouTube, subscribe to our vlog, Binging Bellucci. And subscribe here to our blog, The Urban Binge. Thank you guys so much. I am Rico Bellucci, and I will be back tomorrow to do more reading from his lawsuits, because the lawsuits is what triggered this indictment. And in this indictment, they are vague, not really vague, but typically they have like Exhibit A, Exhibit this. They don't even have any exhibits with this indictment. So I'm feeling like they're going to slap them in the face, or it's so much that they have to put it all, organize it, and then give it to him. I don't know. I really don't know. But we're going to read the lawsuits tomorrow that triggered this. That Cassie and all these girls that have sued him, and even going back to some old lawsuits that they dismissed back in the early 2000s and late 90s, that they dismissed, where people accused Diddy of these things and they completely disregarded. I did a lot of digging today. This is why I'm on really late, but I did a lot of digging and I found a lot of shit. Running into shit I wasn't even looking for. But also, I have a court account. Don't tell nobody. So I was able to log in to Pacer. Although I wasn't able to see everything because I'm not an administrator, I was able to log in to my account. And I went to my phone and was like, hold up, I think I got an account already. And I'm in New York. Okay. So I found some shit. And I'm going to read it tomorrow. And we're going to go over it. Okay. Because I had a court case recently that just ended this year. So we're going to go. Jay, you sleepy? I'm getting the fuck out of here because Jay is like, bitch, you need to come the fuck on. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm going to end with this video right here.
Pac was real smart.
Thank you guys.
So
see you guys later.
Do his homework.
Bye.
This guy right here, they say he gay, he go both ways. I'm not going to put it out there on him yet, but I'm going to do my research. And if it's true, the world should know. Because this guy might be around one of those little kids one day and mess around with them. And, you know, so I'm going to do it too.
So rumors are going around that Tupac was planning to expose Diddy for being on the DL and getting inappropriate.
Okay, so I'll play that video tomorrow, actually. Let me play that video tomorrow.
Because they're snitching to the
paid hitman, then there are.
No, so you ain't snitching.
Then there are Biggie killed Tupac. Okay, it's not many people that I hear or that I've heard say Biggie killed Tupac. As much as I've heard, Suge killed both of them. You know what I mean?
How you doing, Suge? Smoking your stove? I like that, man.
We ever been arrested for? I guarantee you, it's never been nothing for me but straight violence.
Ain't no, you ain't snitching.
I ain't never in my life told. You know, I'm the mother when people ask me if I know who killed Tupac, and not saying Tupac dead. A lot of said, hey, absolutely not. You'll have a 90 motherfucker walk down the street and said, Suge Knight killed Tupac. Well, everybody know I ain't the killed Tupac, I'm the protected Tupac. But bitch ass Puffy can give him a star, and every rat in the world said he didn't want to kill Tupac or had him shot. Why you think nobody been arrested if they said they didn't want to kill Tupac?
Because they're snitching to the police, so they ain't gonna get arrested.
Not just to snitch and be smart, son. Because Tupac not dead. Tupac not dead. If he was dead, they'd be arresting those dudes for murder. You know he's somewhere smoking a Cuban cigar on the island somewhere. You know what I mean?